Next, I want to go to the client distribution report. And this report is fantastic because, again, in a multi-server deployment, we want to ensure that our connections are evenly distributed. Most often, you may have an active passive environment, in which case all of your connections are going to be on primary servers, and you wouldn't see any connections on secondary servers. But this is good in an active scenario to make sure you have even client distribution. And if you don't, you can address those. By the way, if you're using active and you expect to see all your connections on your primary data center, and for whatever reason connections are leaking over to the second data center, you would see that, and you would get an idea of how frequently that's happening. And so you can see, hey, on a regular basis, in active passive mode, I see 1 or 2% over on the passive servers. But now I'm seeing 20 and 30%. What would be the cause of that? Are there outages on the primary data center that are causing that? Maybe it's a problem with my health checks. Are my health checks failing? There's a lot of things that you can look at in this report that would help you from a load balancing client distribution perspective. And once again, we do have filters so that we can filter on date ranges, servers, and even individual users as well. We have information about how much usage these clients are using per connection, the number of users by their tunnel type. So in other words, I can get an idea for how evenly distributed my individual connections are. So if I'm using SSTP and IPv2, this will give me an idea for how often I'm using one or the other.